Miss Arnal, and I'm here to read with you today Curious George, A Winter's Nap. One fall day, Bill and George went fishing. Bill saw George shivering. Maybe it was too cold to fish. On the way home, Bill told George that some animals, such as bears, go to sleep when it gets cold. They eat a lot in the fall. Then they hibernate, or sleep, almost all winter. George was curious. If he hibernated, he would miss the cold winter months. At home, George ate and ate. Maybe he would get sleepy and hibernate. Upstairs in bed, George tried to sleep, but his room was too bright. George closed the curtains. He painted a picture of the night sky. He still could not sleep. How did bears do it? George asked the man with the yellow hat about hibernation. This book says bears sleep in dark, quiet caves, said the man. That was it. George needed a cave. George hung toy bats. He put rocks in his bed. Now his room looked like a cave. George settled in for his long winter nap. Uh-oh, now what? George could hear sounds outside. Pigs oinked, cows mooed, chickens clucked. George shushed them, but they would not be quiet. George covered his ears. The animals were not as loud, but his room was not silent yet. George taped his blanket over the window. Now it was dark and quiet. Finally, George fell asleep. He slept in his monkey cave just like a bear. After a long time, George woke up. He had done it. He had hibernated. How did you sleep last night? Asked the man. Last night? George had only slept one night, not all winter. George was sad. Then the man had an idea. He took out a box of winter things. The man reminded George how fun winter was. They could sled and ski together. George did not want to miss winter after all. That is the end of Curious George, A Winter's Nap. See you next time.